Welcome to the Target Raceway in beautiful Manhattan, New York, for the next race of the season. This is the I Love NY 300 from Target Raceway, the 5th race of the season. And oh my goodness, folks, I cannot wait for this brand new racetrack on the Flashracing Cup Series schedule to get started. We've got new names up front, a couple of them, and it's going to be really exciting. It's a brand new racetrack. Anybody can win here. And we do know a couple of drivers in here that have racked up a couple of wins at this racetrack. And of course, who else would it be other than the family of speed drivers with Philip Torres? Let's talk about him first, the track owner. He owns this track and the Godzilla Raceway in the Flashracing Cup Series. He's a track owner, but will he be able to win at his own track with his great equipment at Flashracing Motorsports? We know Phil Torres, he's willing to do anything it takes to win the championship and races, and even be aggressive. He'd go so far as to be aggressive in these short track races. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on Philip Torres. As well as the next two cars about to show off here from the family of speed. Here is Flash Racer. Of course, racked up a couple of wins at this racetrack. But of course, he's looking for more. He's got to beat that win total that his cousins are racking up at this racetrack. So Flash Racer is going to have that as his goal of this race. Is to get another win in the bank account for that Flash Racer number 94 team. And of course, how can we forget about, before we get to Simon Torres, let's talk about Alex Ross. Alex Ross, of course, is a legendary race car driver in New York. And of course, it's gonna come at these short track races. When Alex Ross gets out there and starts racing and performing really well, he starts to bring a lot of spotlight to himself, and he really is gonna be a favorite to watch this, to win this race. Of course, the hometown fans are here to cheer him on here in this amazing race at Target Raceway. Alex Ross, he's really good at these tracks in New York. And, of course, we got Izzy B, of course, who's starting to pick up her game with the new equipment that she's driving for Roush Fenway Racing, of course. And that RTR GT500 Track Attack Ford Mustang that we saw dominate Stage 1 of the Atlanta Motor Speedway race that, of course, Flash Racer got the win at. And, oh, yeah, by the way, he's got the winner's advantage, meaning that he had won the previous race and has a pretty good chance of defending it. But Izzy B looks like she's going to try to go out there and get this race done with this one and done, one stage race. So Izzy B's got one chance. If she wants to dominate the second half of this race, which would be the other half of this 36 car field, it's going to be her best shot to do it. Of course, we got Simon Torres. How can we go with the family of speed and not talk about Simon Torres? He's the car owner for the number 71 car, so they're, of course, they're sharing the setups as usual. But man, that number 25 car, very fast as well at this racetrack. Also has a couple of wins here, so keep an eye on that Simon Torres car. And of course, the big news of the weekend, it's going to be pretty interesting considering it's the pole sitter. Chip Ganassi Racing has partnered up with Flashracing Motorsports to finish off their NASCAR Flashracing Cup Series efforts. This is their final season, and they're going to finish it off with Flashracing Motorsports, and they've created that alliance during the week leading up to this race. Chip Ganassi Racing and Flashracing Motorsports working together, and it looks like it's going to be paying off as Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain are starting in the top 10. Very impressive runs, as you could tell, as last race they weren't so competitive, but Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain are going to have bigger chances to win than they've ever had before as alliance teams with Flashracing Motorsports. And of course, we got some drivers with new diecast, new equipment in here. Of course, we got Joey Logano in that brand new Pennzoil car, hoping to bring that new paint scheme to victory lane as a really sharp yellow Mustang right there for Joey Logano. And he's looking to try to get this win. And, you know, a lot of these guys who do want to win at this racetrack, of course, we got Brad Keselowski in his new PPG car that he's bringing back from the Season 2 season. He's bringing that car back. A couple cars that are coming back from last season, as you can tell, that Mobile 1 car for Kevin Harvick. Some of these guys are bringing back some old setups, and as far as we're concerned, they're still going to be able to win. And, of course, Chase Elliott starting in second place. The Cup Series champion bringing on that Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet today, starting in second place. He's definitely going to be a favorite as he is. He won the Godzilla Raceway race, but will he win a race here at Target Raceway. We know Elliott won one of the All-Star shootouts that Phil Torres did. But let's see if we almost called Chase Elliott Kelly Blue Book here. Will Chase Elliott get a win at this track? We'll have to find out. But Kyle Larson, though, the fastest car of the season thus far, his playoff chances playoff chances. It's not even a playoffs in this series. His championship chances keep on increasing with each coming race. His results are staying towards the top. Very, very well performer Kyle Larson is. Of course, Alex Bowman. These three right here, and of course, Flash Racer are your top dogs so far, your top 4 in points. So if we ran the championship 4 today, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Phil Torres, and Flash Racer would be in it. But of course, there's a long way from home. And of course, they're going to have to fight hard to keep those top spots so far. But Chevrolet dominating the season. Will a Toyota or Ford win today's race? It would be a great option for diversity there in terms of winners. Different manufacturers winning these races. But of course, you got to keep an eye on these other manufacturers, guys. Ford and Toyota, as we saw. Izzy B, a very stout performer for the Ford group. Of course, she'll probably have the biggest chance of any of the Fords out here, though really the only Ford that's shown real speed. I mean, Izzy B's really the one that's bringing the money for the Ford Mustang camp. So, as Phil Torres was saying, the Mustangs are waking up. They're starting to pick up their game a little bit more. But I still think that Izzy B is going to be the lead charging Ford in this race. It could be Joe Logano in that new Ford Mustang. Remember, that's brand new equipment. So, we'll have to find out what these teams brought to the racetrack and what their capabilities are for this brand new race at Target Raceway, the home of the short track showdown and the capital of New York race fans. It's going to be really exciting to see this track. The first ever race with this track in the Flashracing Cup Series, the Target Raceway in Manhattan, New York, is about to begin. But let's get our starting lineup in for the Target I Love NY 300. Alright, for your starting lineup, we're going to go over this lineup here. So, as we have our pace truck, Mark Martin pace truck, as usual, for the GOAT Mark Martin. But we have Kurt Busch, as we mentioned, a very stout starting position for him. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Philip Torres, Kevin Harvick, who's gotten himself in even more hot water with some drivers. But we'll just leave that alone for now. Joe Logano in that brand new Pennsylvania Mustang. Kyle Busch, Flash Racer, Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Alex Ross, Izzy B, Chase Briscoe, and how did we not mention Jessica Monnet? This is on home track as well for Simon Torres' 2 drivers that he has. We have Cole Custer, Ryan Newman, Chris Buescher. Of course, those two are going to have to pick it up if they want to catch up to that Roush Izzy B car, so we're going to have to find out. We got Simon Torres, Bubba Wallace, Martin Truex Jr. in that Sirius XM. We got Ryan Blaney in his Dex car, Daniel Suarez, Brad Keselowski, Eric Jones. We have, of course, Eric Almirola, the New Hampshire winner. And, of course, we have Matt DiBenedetto, Austin Dillon. We got Corey LaJoie, John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse, and Ryan Preece. Of course, Ryan Preece is a pretty good short track ace, so can he be your underdog? He can easily pilot that car from back there all the way to the front with the way how this package works. And the way this package works is we will show it to you again using our Mark Martin pace truck. A car goes out there, it'll be one car at a time. We have the cars cleared from the racetrack. But of course we have a spinner that we use in the background of the video, and that spinner determines how aggressive these cars are and how many spots they move on the racetrack. And with this track, how it's not a restrictor plate track, these cars are going to be strung out. For short track racing and mile and a halves, these cars are strung out pretty much. And to pass somebody, of course, you get to their rear quarter or to their side. Mainly, you want to get to their side to make the pass. That would be the ultimate goal as well. You want to make passes for position and likely for the win, as this is a single-stage race. This one's going to go by a little bit quicker. Kind of like how the Bristol Dirt Race was. Remember, these new tracks are experimental, and we have no idea how this is going to go. So, old school, one-and-done deal, one chance, should be making it really exciting. These drivers are definitely going to be more desperate to win than ever before this season. Who will be the first winner of the Flash Racing Cup Series' first ever race on the Target Raceway? And this is Season 3, man. Season 3 is bringing on a whole bunch of new tracks and getting ready for this short track swing that we got here. So we're going to start it off here with this racetrack. We're going to keep on moving through all the short tracks. We go to Slinger next week, so that should be really exciting. Another brand new short track. Lots of new tracks are coming into the schedule, and this is one of many new tracks. And, man, a ton of short tracks. It's just what the fans wanted to see. So without further ado, let's get the pre-race ceremonies on and get these engines fired up, clear the cars from the racetrack for this racing package, and get going here for the I Love NY 300 from Target Raceway. Remember, single stage race, one and done. Who will be the one to get it done here at the Target Raceway? We'll have to find out. Stay tuned. Alright, folks, now that the pre-race ceremony is over and the engines are fired up, let's clear the cars from the racetrack and get ready to go green for the I Love NY 300 here from Target Raceway. One done deal. Can't wait to see who will come out on top for this short track classic here at the Target Raceway. Stay tuned for the first ever Target Raceway race here in the Flashracing Cup Series. As we are getting ready to start, the pace truck is ready to head in to the racetrack. And as these drivers are getting ready to go, the hype is building. Let's get ready to go. First ever Target Raceway race here in the Flashracing Cup Series. Green flag is out. Here comes Kurt Busch in the Gear Wrench Chevrolet Camaro. The speed of the new equipment is starting to come together here. Kurt Busch is out front with the fastest car in the field, of course, as it always is with the leader. We'll have to find out if Kurt Busch can hold on to that lead and how long he'll be able to hold on to it. Here comes Chase Elliott in the Kelly Blue Book. Making the pass, and he's gonna pass Kurt Busch. Chase Elliott does pass Kurt Busch. How incredible was that, folks? As you saw there, he kind of got to his rear quarter panel, then moved up, and then got right to the front of the field. And Chase Elliott has got the lead. Will Chase Elliott be able to get his first ever win this season? We'll have to find out. With Chase Elliott right there. Kyle Larson in the Nation's Guard Chevrolet. Very talented driver, already running the high side right there. As you can see, look at that. Very close to that wall. Gonna make a pass. And the theme of Chase Elliott's season, it's carrying on. Second place to Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is the fastest car now. He is out front. So you can see the leaders are really strung out so far. But here comes Alex Bowman in the number 48 Ally Chevrolet. There you go. Alex Bowman is going to make a pass on Kurt Busch as he watches Chase Elliott's career getting eaten away by Kyle Larson so far into this race. But man, look at this. The cars were starting to string out, but then now Kurt Busch is the car that's falling back. So, oh no, after we thought he had it. Here comes Phil Torres and the Tire Pro Chevy. Remember, he's one of your favorites to win at this race. Gonna have to find out how he gets around this 5 car. Oh, he's gonna throw a block. High side moves, almost squeezes them up the racetrack. But Phil Torres is gonna take away the win. Wow, frustrating for Kyle Larson right there. But man, Phil Torres did an absolute amazing clean job right there. That is a godly pass on the legendary Kyle Larson. But here comes Kevin Harvick. He's willing to make it hell for anybody in this field. We're going to have to find out what he does. He's gonna make a... Oh, he gets it at Kyle Larson a little bit. A little frustration there from Kyle Larson. And Kevin Harvick rubbing all over the back bumper of the 46 car. He's not intimidated, continuing to throw block after block into the wall a little bit for Kevin Harvick. And Harvick is not happy with that move right there. And he's gonna lose a spot to Kyle Larson because of that damage to the right side that Phil Torres caused to car number 4. But man, aggressive driving already. But Phil Torres is hanging on strong here for this race. Here comes Joe Logano in his new Pennzoil car. We'll have to see if he can go out there and give Penske a good run. Brand new race car. Wow, that's a fast car. Phil Torres got to be careful. And oh, a little bump and run. Can't quite block it. He tries blocking it. He tries squeezing up in the wall, but Logano still finds a way around Phil Torres. Joe Logano has taken away the lead of this race from Phil Torres, and that has to be a frustration for the 46 right there, as he was probably going to go for that second win, but it looks like it's had the carpet pulled out from under him right by Joe Logano. Here comes Kyle Busch in the number 18 Interstate Batteries Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. Let's see if Kyle Busch can bring that Interstate Batteries car to glory here. Oh, we got some contact, unintended contact between Alex Bowman and Kurt Busch. Could be unintended, we don't know, but with the aggressive driving style, that was probably intentional. So here we go. Already a little bit of tapping in this short track race that it's always about, and brotherly tough love right there. Brotherly tough love for sure. And oh my goodness, folks. Falling back is the number 1 of Kurt Busch. We were just talking about how he got that new equipment and now he's pushing it to the max. But now the max is declining as Joe Logano is building that lead up over Philip Torres. Philip Torres has that work cut out for him, and he also has to hope something happens to the 22 to get his lead back. Here comes Flash Racer, one of your other favorites, one of your other hometown favorites. But we're going to find out how this 94 car does and if he gets around this number 22. He won the previous race, of course. If you haven't checked that out, please check that out. And, oh, whoa, and a slide job right there. Passing Phil Torres right there, but not going to get past the 22 of Logano. So you can see Flash Racer got the second place position to Joe Logano. But we're going to have to find out how the rest of these drivers are going to catch Logano. Because so far, Logano has the fastest car in the field. But here comes Ross Chastain, another one of those cars with the Flash Racer Ganassi motor. So we're going to have to find out how well they do. Ross Chastain does, and this 42 team does with their new equipment. Here comes Ross Chastain screaming around the top of the track, and he's gonna make a pass on Flash Racer. Flash Racer's losing a spot to Ross Chastain, to his now kind of teammate, affiliate teammate with Ross Chastain. But it looks like Joe Logano's starting to move up towards the start-finish line. Wow. We got Denny Hamlin in the number 11 offer pad Toyota. Another very good car, another very good diecast. As you can see, he's going to make a pass on teammate Kyle Busch right there. Making it a little bit like hell. He's going to squeeze him a little bit. Wow, Kyle Busch, man, he might not be happy with it. But you know what? It's racing, hard racing between teammates on a short track. What else could you expect out of that deal? But here comes Christopher Bell in that number 20 Ream Camry. Let's see what he does here. As he's gonna get in the 46 a little bit. I have no idea if that was intentional or not, but it looks like we got some more contact right there. They're gonna get back at Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell not happy with that. Almost turns him. Wow, almost turns him, but it's not gonna happen. And he's gonna make up a huge block right there. As we gotta move these cars in pace. We are watching action take place. Huge block and another car in the wall. It's the 20, and now he's gonna lose a spot. He's gonna fall back where the other car Phil took out was Kevin Harvick. Oh no! And now Phil Torres is really becoming an aggressive racer. And the word is getting across, man. These Flash Racing Motorsports cars, especially that 46, are going to become as aggressive as heck. Because that's really what you need to do to win these races. And we're going to move some of these cars back a little bit to get Move that 22 a little bit back. There we go, but he's still in the lead, though. But here comes William Byron in the number 24. Exalta Chevrolet Camaro. All right. A rainbow streak down the back straightaway. And now he's going to get past teammate Alex Bowman, but that's going to be it. And yeah, that number 1 car is falling back, so there might be a little bit of issues going on with that 1 car. We're not sure, but there's definitely something with that car. But here comes Alex Ross in the number 71 car. So we put him on the racetrack. Alex Ross, get it done. Wow. All right, look at all the spots he's making. Gonna take that corner really smooth. And Logano with the block. Really gonna block Alex Ross. Wow, look at that. Can you believe that? So will Alex Ross get another second place finish? We'll have to find out. Once again, that 71 car has to be careful that that 22 car doesn't do anything crazy. We know Logano isn't someone you want to push too many times. But here comes Izzy B in that number 60. We're going to have to find out if she can really get ahead of these guys, because I'm sure she will do that. Let me just space these guys out just a little bit for added realism. Here comes the number 60. Izzy B, the fastest car. I'm telling you, man, Izzy B is a weapon out there. She's got the fastest car in the Ford camp. She's going to make it past 3 wide. 3 wide between Ross Chastain, Izzy B, and Alex Ross. She's going to put the bumper to Joey Logano. Logano tries to do something. Wow! Izzy B takes away the lead. Another big-time block right there. Izzy B getting aggressive with the 22 car. 22 is really not happy with that, but you know what? It's racing at its finest between 2 Ford drivers. And remember, the Ford has not won this race, so can that change today? Izzy B, will she get back to her dominant fashion that we saw in Atlanta Motor Speedway? Remember, we've seen that Izzy B is confident in what that race car can do. Is it going to come into play here at the Target Raceway? We'll have to find out. We're going to see, in a very similar looking race car, by the way, Chase Briscoe in that Ford Performance Racing School, and kind of very similar paint schemes how we pointed out, except Izzy B is on a RTR with flames, and of course both of them have very similar types of approaches on how to do these Mustang schemes, so very cool to see that out there with the Ford sponsorships. As Chase Briscoe takes off. Not gonna pass Kurt Busch. Here comes Jessica Monitz, the other assignment towards developmental driver, racing for Richard Childress Racing. One of the newer drivers, NASCAR Verse drivers, and it's not going to happen. Slowest car in the field so far, but I wouldn't lose hope yet. She still has a lot of time to get that first win. But here comes Cole Custer in the number 41 car. Wow, so far now he's the slowest car in the field, and Jessica Mon is going to get the benefit of the doubt, being faster than one of the Haas cars here in this race. So it seems like the 41 car has always been the car that's really been off between all the other Haas cars. Him and Briscoe, but so far Briscoe is kind of doing better than he is, but not that much better. So right now Jessica Mon in the 31 is in a Stewart Haas sandwich, a very mediocre Stewart Haas sandwich. You'd probably get like a B or a D grade in a burger restaurant, for more than I know. And, oh god, here come the other Roush cars. Now, we're really going to see, with these next two cars going, the number 17 and the number 6, we're really going to see which Roush car is being the best developed. So Ryan Newman is really going to have a lot of pressure, as well as Chris Buescher, to perform well in this race. We'll have to find out. And, oh gosh, yeah, so far, Izzy B, if Chris Buescher can have a good run, then, oh my goodness, man, there might just only be one competitive Roush car in the season so far, and they're really going to have to work on those other two cars. But Izzy B, so far, the Roush Fenway Racing rookie, was a rookie last season with ThorSport, now a sophomore rookie, but so far having the best season out of the Roush Fenway Racing cars, bagging the most points, and could put herself in championship contention early. Can we say the same for Chris Buescher? And Alex Bowman's going to lose a spot to Chris Buescher right there. So the answer is, well, Izzy B, the best Roush Fenway Racing car. I'm telling you, these 60 guys, they're not ficking around. They're really working on Izzy B's car to try to get her to the top. But I really think that it's Izzy B carrying that equipment to get it to great heights. And it's paying off really well so far here. Staying ahead of this 22 here. Alright, let's see. The 25. Simon Torres. Aris Conscope Chevrolet. What will Simon Torres do to try to get himself? Oh, he's gonna hit the 11 car a little bit. Not too much, but that 11 car is not happy, as you can see right there. But Simon Torres is not having it. Has never been having it with that 11 car. As you can see, the rivalry is starting to heat up, getting close to each other. Man, that cannot be good. That's fuel for the fire right there. Wow. Bubba Wallace. And man, multiple Gibbs rivalries in the Flashracing Cup Series stable. We got Phil Torres versus Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell mad at the 46. We got the 11 mad at the 25. Well, hell with it. It's FRM versus Joe Gibbs Racing all the way, people. Here comes Bubba Wallace for that 2311 Camry, as he's still going here. Well, Jessica Mon's going to lose a spot, but not a very impressive performance from the 23. The 23 team might have to step it up a little bit more to get themselves in a championship conversation. But remember, this is a new team. They've got a lot of time to develop. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. as we're getting towards the end of this race. We've got quite a few cars to go, but we're close to the end. Here comes Martin Truex Jr., the Sirius XM. Remember, New Jersey. Not that far away from New York. We'll have to find out how well Truex can perform at this track. Oh, that was a little bit of a rough patch there. Well, Christopher Bell, a teammate to Martin Truex, is going to lose a spot. Of course, he's going to lose a spot to Martin. Here's I move Martin Truex Jr. in there. There we go. Christopher Bell, I would assume, would be running towards the fence. Oh, we got some contact between the 4 and the 20 as I'm trying to fix these cars here. There we go. Ryan Blaney in that number 12 Dex Imaging car. We're going to find out what we got here. So let's see Blaney's run. Oh, that's not a fast run at all. Wow. Oh, the runs. Here we go with that trend. Again, folks, these trends in the Flashracing Cup Series never fail. The runs are slowing down towards the end of the race, and of course we have that one car that's the fastest car in the race. It's happening again, folks. What can I tell you? Daniel Suarez in that number 99 car, the other new team. We're gonna have to find out if Daniel Suarez can bring this iFly car to victory lane. We're gonna have to find out, man. This 99 team is bringing on the energy with Pitbull, as we're gonna push him around the track. We're gonna see where he ends up. Putting the block on the number 17 of Chris Buescher. Very clean there. Daniel Suarez is really performing, man. Performing a little over the standards of 23. If I'm watching these two teams, I'm definitely telling you, man, that the Daniel Suarez and Trackhouse are really the best team between both of them all around. As a startup team, Daniel Suarez is already bringing the energy that he needs to get that new team and his organization to the level that they have to pretty quickly, folks. That team is really cool. They're really putting things together here, and it's all working out. So if you're a Suarez fan, don't worry, it's all working out. Here comes Brad Keselowski in that number 2 PPG car. And of course, remembering these Penske cars, they really got to start stepping it up. So far, the best Penske car so far is Joey Logano with that new car. But let's see what Keselowski's got, man. So, let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay, he must have hurt that. Let's see. Still going here. Of course, going to make it 3 wide again. Made a little contact with Alex Ross. It's not going to go over too well. Throws a late block on Izzy B. Turns Brad Keselowski into the grass. Wow. a late block, and Izzy B was there and just turned right. Brad Keselowski's really upset right now. He's like, "Oh no, she turned right." And when I was gonna try to pass her, but you could clearly tell Brad Keselowski must be like hallucinating, like as he always does. Just you could clearly tell that was a late block. How could he not see the number 60 car? So the 60 car will not be penalized. Joe Logano over the radio is hearing the 60 car will not be penalized, and he is really not happy about that. He really feels like his teammate was done wrong, as he said, displeasure being shown right there. Man, Izzy B may be a controversial driver, but you know what? She's willing to embrace that. I can tell you that much. Brad Keselowski's over with, and now here comes Eric Jones in that number 43, legendary number 43 car. Wow, that's going to be awesome to see that car back on the racetrack. Let's see, former finalist of the Championship 4, Eric Jones, for the Flash Racing Cup Series. He's in that new car, and he's only going to get past Bubba Wallace. Well, Joe Gibbs Racing really screwed you, Eric. Here comes Eric Almirola. He's the next car. He won the New Hampshire race in the Cup Series. And, you know, this being a similar type of track, it's certainly going to be interesting to see what he can do. Man, I mean, these Haas cars really need to start picking it up, man, because the pace is really kind of slowing down for these guys. And will he be able to do... Oh, he's in the wall. Oh, man. Hard hit against that cardboard box wall. Wow. It's over for that 10 car. I can tell you what. Right side killed on it. Well, would be killed in real life. But here comes Matt DiBenedetto. I'm not sure if I made the mistake earlier and called him Paul Menard. And if I did, we apologize. It's Matt DiBenedetto driving that car, guys. As you can tell, look at the ride height a little bit. We gotta fix that car. That's probably the setup Alex Ross is running. But here comes Matt DiBenedetto in that number 21 Dutch Boy Mustang. Another one of the Penske guys. Wood Brothers kind of is a Penske team, and not gonna happen that very well. He's gonna throw a block on that number 41 right there, but that 41 car is falling back. The runs are slowing down with about 6 cars to go. Here comes Austin Dillon, and Izzy B so far still the leader of it. Here comes Austin Dillon. Oh, man, that's a massive hit. That 3 car is definitely out of this race. Corey LaJoie. That's right, Corey LaJoie. Number 7 Schluter Systems car. You can now get a 124 of this diecast in Plan B sales. Here comes the... Damn. Did we call this guy John Hunter Nemechek in the pre-race? This guy's Anthony Alfredo. Yeah, I really got to work on some of these cars that have the older names. Either I just work on it or I just leave it alone. Here comes John Hunter Nemechek. I called him John Hunter Nemechek. We really got to get that together. But here comes Tyler Reddick in that number 8 car. Oh my goodness gracious, man. He'll just have a disastrous season so far. But you know, with some of these short tracks that are kind of suiting his style, he could possibly get something out of this. Possibly. Quite possibly get something out of this. And he looks like he is. Look at the spots this guy's making up. Look at that. 3 wide right there. 3 wide. We knew he was going to take some sort of chances in this one. And he's... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. A Childress car broke the top 10. Wow. Look at that, man. The top 10 has been broken. Broken. This top 10 right here. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Tyler Reddick has made it in the top 10. Very, very cool stuff. He's competing with that number 94 car right there. As you can see, man, this top 10 is getting jammed up here with all kinds of action. And that 46 can sure tell you all about it. Here comes the number 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh, what? Come on. Stenhouse's luck with that spinner... I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I don't even know when this guy's going to even win a race with this package, man. He's getting screwed over a whole lot. We're going to have to look into that, you know. Here comes Ryan Preece. And this guy's pretty good on short tracks. It wouldn't count him out 100% in this one. So we're going to have to find out how well this guy does here with this race. And it's going to be the last car, folks. Remember, one-stage race. Izzy B's race could be hanging by a thread if that 37 car really brings on something good. But we're going to have to find out here what's going to happen. I really don't know, man. These races are unpredictable. As you saw with the Lionel Racing Road Course that Ty Dillon won. Jesus Christ, man. Phil Torres still can't get over that one. It's still eating away at his life. But here comes Ryan Preece. Wow. Can't even get a single lap in. And, well, there you go, folks. Those are all the cars. And I'll tell you what, folks. We talked about it. The Mustangs are starting to wake up and smell the coffee, as Flashracing did at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And it looks like the awakening and rising of the Mustangs is going to begin today. Izzy B gets career win number 2 here in the Target Raceway. Race is over. Izzy B wins at Target. And that is going to be the win for Izzy B. The first ever win in Season 3. And it's going to be her second career victory in her young career. Izzy B wins this race in the number 60 for Roush Fenway Racing, while her teammates finish mid-pack. So there you go, folks. If you were like me and you predicted that Izzy B would be the best top Roush car, overperforming her teammates who have had mediocre performances in almost the same equipment, you've gotten that prediction right, and Izzy B's going to start bringing home trophies. Let me tell you what, folks, that 60 car, fast car all day long. I mean, I tell you what, man, this Izzy B is definitely going to be a top driver for years to come. So we've got first place, and we're going to go over how this race ended. Second place, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, and 10th. As you can see, Izzy B, Joe Logano, Alex Ross, Ross Chastain, Flash Racer, Tyler Reddick, Phil Torres, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., and Christopher Bell. So a little bit short for those other guys, but man, a good effort either way for everyone else. As you can see where they finished. Chase Elliott so close to getting that top 10. Not bad in that 12th place spot, but as you can see, everyone else, this is where they are. And yes, if you're watching this race and you remember what happened earlier, the pole sitter fell back like almost 15, 20 spots. So that shows you how unpredictable this package is and the way it is actually is. That's really it, folks. And as you can see, as I'm painting the camera around the cars that finished, where they are, so you guys can see where your favorite driver finished, if they're even in this race, because some of the back markers did not qualify. And as you can see, the drivers that wrecked out. But yeah, Izzy B has gotten the win here and has gotten the 10 points, adding herself to a likely championship conversation here. And Joe Logano showing some displeasure at the end of that race. Not happy about how that one ended, but you know what? Racing's racing, and Logano's just not happy with that. Whatever. Can't impress everyone, as rookies tend to learn. And there it is, folks. The race is over. Impressive run. Izzy B gonna celebrate that career win. A second career win. Roush Fenway Racing's gonna get a win out of this deal. They haven't won in their entire existence in the Flash Racing Cup Series, and Izzy B is gonna get them that win. That badly needed win for Roush Fenway Racing. Wow! It took them getting a third car for the deal to make that all work out. Oh, we got issues! Between Phil Torres and Christopher Bell, they're getting into it on pit road. Another race and another fight on pit road for Phil Torres between Joe Gibbs Racing. We've got Christopher Bell and Philip Torres. Oh my God. So there is really something going on as the celebration just continues right there. They are going at it. So Phil Torres and Christopher Bell are in an altercation right now. They're not happy with each other. They're going to step out of their car and talk this deal out. Looks like none of them are happy with how that one ended up. Oh, we got some pushing, some shoving. And the NASCAR officials are going to do what they usually do and separate them before anything gets worse. Phil Torres tries to fight back a little bit more, and it's not going to happen. Wow, as you're watching what's happening right now, just an intense conversation. It's gotten a little bit more calm. The NASCAR officials are around those two, and it's getting a little more. And as soon as we set that, there's another push right there. Christopher Bell still with his helmet on. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but you know what? What's new, man? Phil Torres, a controversial driver, and his rivalry with Joe Gibbs Racing is just boiling and boiling and boiling. But it is... Okay, now they're done, and Phil Torres tries to get one more shot in, but they weren't even throwing punches. They were just pushing each other around and having an intense conversation. But you know what? That's just the way it is in racing sometimes. They're escorting that 20 to be away from the 46. Wow, Phil Torres probably has no idea what but there was contact between those two, and just felt like it was done wrong. But Izzy B's here still celebrating, wasting that motor because they're building a new one for that car to be just like the one that won today's race. And they're just getting better and better with that development of that 60 team for Izzy B there. Oh boy, and Kevin Harvick gonna have his say. Oh, he's not even gonna say nothing. He's just pointing at him like, I'm coming for you the next race. Yeah, the Phil Torres is really getting a lot of fingers pointed at him. Sometimes not the right finger, but you know what? It is what it is. Phil Torres just, it's like that. Life's like that. I mean, Phil Torres getting a lot of complaints about aggressive driving, but you know what? It is. That's Phil Torres for you. I hate to tell you, but if you're another driver, I wouldn't even worry about that deal. Man. Big time altercations. 46, not a very popular car between a couple of these drivers, but you know what? It is what it is. It was Christopher Bell mainly was the most upset about what happened out there. Cost him a chance at the win. And Phil Torres just, you could see how frustrated he is. He's just really ready to just mangle. It is what it is. You can see the crew chief, Cole Trickle, trying to calm him down about what was happening in this race. Just tense moment, man. You can see the Adam Stevens as well gonna walk over to that 46 car. Wow. Yeah, that's a heated conversation between that 46 team and the 20s pit crew. See Christopher Bell walking away. Wow. Alright, didn't think it would be that much of a big deal, and apparently it is, but Izzy B got the win, and she'll be driving her car to victory lane. As you can tell, this track does have an exposed victory area, as you can see right there. It's kind of bubbly now, but she's gonna park her car the way it is onto that victory podium right there. Very, very nice little thing. Shout out to Target for adding that to the racetrack, but Izzy B is on the victory circle. And Phil Torres is just, I don't even know what the hell happened there between so many drivers. I mean, it was just two, but like so many times already, it seems that Phil Torres is always in some kind of controversy when it comes to some of these moments on the racetrack. But mainly tonight with Christopher Bell being the biggest and the most upset with Phil Torres about how he's raced out there. So Phil Torres just, the Flashracing Motorsports Group just racking up the rivalries with Joe Gibbs Racing, Penske Racing, Haas Racing. You know, there's a lot of teams out there that are after these guys, and they might have to keep an eye on that. And I feel like Flash Racer might have to start taking more action about how his drivers are driving. We're not really sure. I mean, you can only do so much if you're the team owner. You've got to let your drivers handle the situation. You got to let them handle the situation how they feel like they've got to handle it. It's their situation. So I'm sure Flash Racer is understanding that. So he's just sitting back and watching race cars get tore up. It's not fun for the team owner, but you know what? It is what it is. They're always building new race cars every day. But man, that was something else. Of course, these are just die-cast models, and you kind of have to visualize what damage would actually look like because these cars don't actually have damage because these are just die-cast. But you know, yeah, that's pretty crazy right there. But Izzy B got the win. Wow. Incredible. Another day and another victory. Victory number 1 of Season 3. And, man, that's really good right there. Good exposure for the sponsors there. And who knows, winning a race might have earned her a sponsor. You have to find that out within the coming days. If she is going to get a new sponsor. We have no idea, but winning races does you a lot of good deals, and Izzy B certainly going to get a lot of that benefit today in Victory Lane. And of course, we had that exposed victory circle. The other tracks don't have that yet for the Flash Racing Cup Series, but man, so we can really get all these angles of the winner's car. But man, Izzy B, I'm telling you, man, she's carrying that organization shoulder by shoulder. Just getting all the points, winning, finishing consistently, and it all came down to this today. Izzy B, your victory. The driver getting the win as she's climbing out the car. The team is going to celebrate, and the confetti's flying all over the place, and that is your celebration right there with Izzy B getting the win. Very, very good. Very, very good team, man. I'm telling you, Izzy B's got a lot to look forward to here. That number 60 car's got a lot more wins to come. And that is going to be it. As you saw the celebration right there. Fist pumping. It's just a big day for that number 60 car. Getting her second career win with her second team in 2 seasons. Always great to see it when you see these older team owners give these younger guys a chance. In this case, we got Izzy B, which she has much greater chance of becoming a future champion for Roush as of recent. But there it is. You might not believe it, but Roush Fenway Racing is the most recent winner in the Flash Racing Cup Series with Izzy B getting that win. Man, that's incredible. 5 races in, and we got Izzy B to win a race. That's going to be a lot of publicity, and you win Pocono the way you did. You win this race the way you did up against Joel Logano, and you got a second career win. So shout out to Izzy B for getting this one done. If you haven't already subscribed to her channel, subscribe after this, because this is a big deal win. You're going to want to have that exposure with the sponsors. So very, very good. Izzy B gets the win, and that is going to be it for today's race. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is a big-time deal, man. First ever race at this track. And I don't even know what else to say, man. That was just incredible to watch Izzy B win the race the way she did it. I know I couldn't have done it better myself. But you know what? That was incredible. Izzy B gets the win. And that is going to be it for the first ever race here in the Target Raceway for the Flash Racing Cup Series Season 3. Izzy B has gotten the 10 points. And there it is, folks. We'll be racing at the Slinger Speedway next. Who knows? There might be a Godzilla Raceway All-Star race that may or not be happening. We'll have to find out which race will be next. Stay tuned. Will we be moving on to Slinger, or will we be moving on to All-Star race? We'll have to find out. You guys can let us know in the comment section which one of those you want. And there it is. That's going to be your win. That's your winner right there. But the next points paying race, of course, is Slinger Speedway. And that track is in Wisconsin. A very short track. Very short racetrack in Wisconsin. Well, I don't even know how we're going to even film that race, but we'll find a way. We always a way in the Flash Racing Cup Series. If we got this track on, surely can get any other track or other short track on there that we can get. So, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the race broadcast right there, but Izzy B taking the win. Hope you all enjoyed this broadcast of the Flash Racing Cup Series, and we will see you guys in the next race. Whether it be the Godzilla All-Star race or the next points-paying race of the Slinger Speedway. We'll have to find out which one of those events will happen. And if the All-Star race gets moved, we'll let you know. There may or may not be an All-Star race. Just an idea out there. We want to see if you guys want it. Because remember, we're always open for constructive criticism. And if that's part of it, then we will surely take it. And there you go, folks. Hopefully, we can finally get to editing that points video where we give you the points of who got what points and who technically the leader would be and all those things. So hopefully we'll get that all posted up. So thank you all for watching this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it, this race, and we will see you guys in the next Flash Racing Cup Series race. Congratulations to Izzy B for getting that win. Once again, a huge shout out to Roush Fenway Racing for getting that 60 car where it has to be, and it's in Victory Lane where we thought it would be last week, but this one is certainly a better feeling for Izzy B. Now that she's gotten herself that win, it's definitely going to make her feel a whole lot better about herself and her season. So, there it is. Izzy B gets the win in the most incredible fashion possible. I mean, how do you make something like that happen? It's just incredible what some of these young drivers can do. And it's always the ones you don't expect that get all the success, which is a good thing. You don't know who can win these races. It's unpredictable. So, thank you all for watching this this race, and we'll see you guys next time. This has been the Flash Racing Cup Series, and we are signing off. Stay tuned for the next event.